there. This is in review of November the 4th, and I was told to view these as paintings, so I do. The music stirred my soul. Why do people think that talking of the soul is so obscure? They say that the soul is hard to discern, and they believe that spirituality is difficult to know in ordinary life. But we do talk of the soul all the time. That painting awakened something in my soul. That really satisfied my soul. This place has special soul. That person has a great deal of soul. That really satisfied my soul. This shows that we sense, at least intuitively, that there is such a thing as a soul. Even people who don't particularly think of themselves as spiritually conscious have experiences that relate to the soul. We know it to be something special, subtle, transcendent, and apart from ordinary references of physical laws. We will leave for others what they want to think of their own soul. But think of the soul that you're talking about when you talk about the soul. Think about the soul that you know when you say, "That music stirs my soul." Now, is that particular soul of yours subject to damnation, blessing, or even reincarnation? Or is that soul of yours just there? Is it a consciousness that can recognize and can feel? Isn't it your consciousness that can recognize that part of you that feels? Is it gentle and not aggressive? That feeling in you that does not scheme, it's not political or ambitious? Isn't it really our deepest and most subtle humanity? Really, soul is just a part of our everyday life. So that was the first part of November 4th, and this is the second part. Spirituality is applied poetry, and metaphysics is applied metaphor. All the methods that we have for knowing nature came from the outside world. And then we take that knowledge and we apply it to the human dilemma. In the past, the body was seen as sort of a microcosm of the entire universe. Spiritual energy was kind of compared to the sun. The duality of the body was matched to the duality of day and night. And the habits of animals were studied for their innate wisdom. And the physics of the opening body were imagined as blooming flowers. And even if we apply these ideas today, they yield results. Metaphor is essentially a way to shape thoughts. The insights of poetry can often guide us out of our problems. The image of an opening flower is often used in meditation. Yet poetry is a sensation of the mind, and there's no real flower opening inside of us. Human beings take subjective reality and interpret it, especially with poetry and the feeling of opening of the mind. Human beings take objective reality and partially absorb it in the poetry of the mind. Without this, there could be no sense of humor or creativity, and we wouldn't have any spirit. For until we make the connection between all things, we have no way out of the isolation that often affects us. For until we make the connection between all things, we have really no way out of the isolation that often affects us. So that was November 4th. I'll see you next time.